Welcome to the video from lifestyle.com. This video I'm going to look at programming Korg Multi on how to create digital sounds from it. I've done quite a few videos on creating sort of classic analog synths, and it really does excel with that because it's got the CMT voice variation, so it kind of models that analog randomness drift kind of thing. So it's excellent at that. But it's really great for creating digital sounds with it as well. It's got a full set of wavetables. So we're going to look at how you can use wavetables and how you can create digital sounds. If you like digital sounds, I've got a full set of PPG wave sounds available. Go to thislifestyle.com and go on the store link and you can see those on there. So I've got an initial patch set up, and we're just going to have a look now and see how we can do that. So we've got 4 layers or 4 oscillators to play with and 4 layers. So you can imagine you can get quite a bit of sound out of there. We've got 5 LFOs on there. And we've also got 4 envelopes and a chaos pad, mod control. There's mod knobs on there as well. So there's a huge amount we can do to this. So it's really just down to how you want to set it up. So the first step we're going to do, I've got an initial patch. I'm going to switch it from the classic to the digital. And we're not even, Waveshape is a whole other thing that produces some amazing sounds as well. Perhaps that's a subject for another video. So go to digital. If you go on here now, if we have a look at wavetables, you can see all these, the ones that are got the padlocks on, are built-in wavetables, so you don't have to import anything in. These are all built-in wavetables. The ones that you'll see here, the PPG ones, are the custom ones that I've created. You can import wavetables in here. That is a subject for another video. The wave files, and they have to be the right file length and everything else, so I will do that as a separate video. If you get the PPG set, then you will get the wavetables as well. But we're going to stick in this video to the very basics. So perhaps I should explain what a wavetable is first. So wavetable is a set of single sounds or samples that you can switch between a table. They're in a table. So if we get the very basic one, so this is the most basic one. I'm not sure the screen will really see it from here, but there you go. So oscillator 1, basic. There's a sawtooth wave. Now I'm going to turn off this crossfade, and I'll explain what that is in a second. The next waveform in the table, if I turn that up, is square. Then the next one is a triangle, and then I think we've got a sine wave. So there you can hear us switching between them. So what crossfade does is it smooths out that jagged switching. So here, so that harshness. So let's put that all the way up, and you can hear it now smoothly crossfading. So of course you can get some great effects by putting some LFO, say, modulation on there. And you hear it switching through that wavetable. Now, like I said, there's quite a few of these, and some of these sound really digital, which is what we're after. So these AW ones, for example, the airwave ones, they're really good. All of these are great. So let's find one that's there we go. Let's go with one of the complex ones. There's one called boiling. So I'll turn the modulation off now. Just set it all at 0. There we go. So there's one. Let's go for it. Let's have a listen to another one. So you can hear you get those different effects from there. Let's go with this one. One which is a good example of one with some sort of vocal sounds. It is the Val one. If I turn down the crossfade, you can actually hear it a lot better. so it sounds quite digital. So let's stick with that one for now. And like I said, we could use the LFO on it, a bit of morphing on the LFO. So it's quite high now. Go to the envelopes, and that's using the envelope there, LFO there. And we could delay it a bit and have a bit of fade. So that's one technique. I'll switch that oscillator off now. We'll go for another digital one, and we'll have a look at these DV ones. Are quite good and complex. Oscillator 2. Okay, that sounds quite a good one to switch through. So what I'm going to do with that one now is apply some envelope to that instead of the LFO. So that position one there, we're just going to modify that by the generators, and we'll go to the envelope. Now we've got 4 envelopes we could use. We could use the filter envelopes, the amp, the pitch, or yeah, let's go with the pitch. I'm probably not going to do anything pitch on this one. So let's use this pitch one. I'm going to have it sweep up and then back down again, like that. So what we do on there, position, set the intensity. That'll be. Okay, so there's one. Now we combine the two. And then there's other interesting things we could do with it. We've got, we're not doing much of the filters at the moment, but I think actually I'm going to try on this one is show you a different technique. Let's do something with the envelope or LFO of the output of oscillator 1. In fact, let's even better. Let's do another oscillator. I can't combine all 4 then, can I? Let's choose another waveform. We can go with one of the classic DW8000 DWGS digital waves. I want to use that one. I'll drop it an octave, I think. And we're going to use some fast LFOing on there. So let's put a bit of LFO. And I shall use the amp envelope, LFO, quite high. Go to the envelope. Oh, I used envelope, didn't I? I should use. I want the amp LFO. But what we can do now, we can make this kind of digital wave using a square wave one. And then what I'm going to do is that frequency, I'm going to have that modified by another LFO. I'm going to use the filter B. I'm not using filter B, so we use filter B's LFO. So make filter B quite slow. A bit slower. And I think we should also move that position based on the filter B as well, so combining those effects. Okay, so that's one technique. That sounds pretty digital, doesn't it? And then the final technique we can have a look at, we can perhaps combine it with the filter. So I am, having said I wasn't going to use filter B, I'm going to use filter B. I'm going to send oscillator. I'm going to choose I think we'll have just a bit of high pass on this. We'll find a sound we like first. So let's go with no, I can't like that one. But then we'll turn on the filter and we'll make it a bit of a band pass. And I'm going to have that modulating by something completely different. So we'll use a controller, and I'm going to use the, maybe I'll use, actually let's use the mod wheel so we can, no, actually let's use what we've got. Let's use the chaos. So that's a controller, so we'll use the chaos Y on that one. It's okay. I'm going to change that to a high pass as well. And what we could do is, I'm going to change that high pass to be controlled by Chaos X. Let's see how that sounds. Okay. So now we sort of add a bit of effects. I'm just going to put a bit of compression on them. We'll have some chorus. Let's use a bit of stereo cross delay and reverb. And I'll put that on all three like that. Let's listen to what we get now. One other thing to do as well is switch these into parallel, because I want the high pass just on this oscillator 4. So let's have a listen to that now. So that's a kind of really digital effect, and of course we've got the chaos as well. I think it sounds quite good lower down as well. So that's a few different ways of using those digital oscillators with the multi-poly. Because you've got so many mod sources, you can really choose, there's so much you can do with them. So I just picked envelopes and LFOs, but you could use keyboard tracking, velocity. So we use chaos, we've got the mod controls. You can start to modify each other. We haven't even looked at ring modulation or any cross modulation or syncing. So you can really create some really interesting digital sounds on there. I quite like that one. So I'll save this, make this patch available on the digitallifestyle.com as a free download, so you can give that a try. Don't forget to check out my other ones as well. The PPG set, there's a free version of that as well, available as well. Thanks for watching this video. If you like these, please like the video. If you've got any suggestions for other tutorials, let me know, and I'll see what I can do. Thanks for watching.